So I don't know what's going on here. Saw this clip. Somebody sent it to me. It was on Twitter, and it purportedly shows a helicopter in Vegas flying over between Excalibur and the Mandalay Bay, and pretty much looks like they're shooting live rounds from an automatic weapon. I'll play it again. I don't know what to believe, but I know I've stayed at the Mandalay, stayed at the Excalibur, and I stayed at the Luxor. And in case anybody doesn't know about Vegas, they're all three affiliated hotels. Our flooring convention occurs at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center every year. About 4 or 5 years ago, when I was out there, I was booked into the Excalibur. When I checked into my room, it looked filthy. Went down to the hotel lobby desk and said, "I'm not staying in this shithole." And it made quite a fuss. And the manager was quite a nice guy and told me about their affiliation with Mandalay and the Luxor, and says he couldn't put me up in the Mandalay, put me in the next hotel, which was the Luxor, which was a lot better. But it was quite the schlep walking, carrying my crap to the market all the way to the Mandalay Bay Convention. It turned out to be 3/4 to a mile of a walk, and carrying heavy stuff. It was no fun on this hard surface and going through a mall. I called it the Bataan Death March every morning. Here's what I want to tell you. In staying in that pyramid was very disorienting. And coming back tired, I don't know if it was the first or second day, I had a hard time finding my elevator taking me to the right tower. It was ill-marked and very frustrating. In the elevator, when I realized I was going to the wrong tower, I punched the wall of the elevator. I was alone. There was no one else in the elevator. And I gave it a good thump, as I'm liked to do. And when I got out off the next floor, once I realized my mistake, I didn't walk 10 steps. And a plainclothes guy came over to me and asked me if I was okay. I was kind of stunned. I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" "Well, no, I just want to make sure you're okay and you're not unhappy with anything." And then immediately it occurred to me there must be a camera on the elevator. And somebody was alerted, and within a matter of seconds had a security guard on me, an ununiformed security guard. Now you consider that. I'm not making it up. You'd have to be out of your mind to make something like that up. And I quite frankly remember being unnerved by it. That Big Brother is watching you wherever you go. And when I remember that day, 4 or 5 years later, and consider this kind of bullshit could happen, where guys bringing in an arsenal to the 32nd floor, the most prestigious hotel of the three, then this is all bullshit. This is as big a bullshit as Newtown. I mean, everybody up in Newtown, Connecticut, I've covered that area all my career as a salesman. Route 6 and Route 25. And the fucking police station isn't a 1/10 of a mile away from the Sandy Hook school. And everybody up there knows that there was some serious bullshit going on. And all those crisis actors, many of whom were seen up at the Boston bombing, saying the exact same bullshit they were seen saying on the news at Sandy Hook. Now, I'm known as the one guy in my circles who never bought into a JFK conspiracy. Most of my life, in my adult life, I was 1963, 6 or 7 years old, 8 years old. I never believed in any conspiracy. I never believed to have seen aliens or UFOs. I don't believe in that shit. I'm a doubting Thomas motherfucker. But let me tell you, this shit I believe. There's something going on here. This deep state bullshit, I got a friend in the FBI who's been telling me stuff for over 30 years. He works in Homeland Security, and believe me when I tell you, this shit is bizarre. 9/11, what was our government preoccupied with? Telling us to go out shopping and making sure people signed waivers so they could collect millions of dollars for their lost kin. And every fucking September 11th, we got to suffer the indignity of watching a bunch of fucking crybabies. And nobody demands justice, and nobody demands answers. I don't know about what planes hit the building. They almost collided over my house when they intersected. Coming down from Boston, that's no bullshit. Look it up on a map. I live in Walk Hill, New York. There's something about this whole thing that stinks to hell. And it's been one stupid fucking thing after another. That a guy with that kind of money is going to go up to the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay and just start having at it, killing people watching a country and western concert. I mean, Colin Cowherd on Fox Sports 1, and I've been on the TV radio with him multiple times, and I've said it to him and he laughs. If it sounds ridiculous, say it out loud.